Good morning, students. Today we are going to read the second part of The Tsunami. In the first part of The Tsunami chapter, we read about a few stories of bravery and courage. Now, as we move on to the second part, I want to ask you a few recapitulating questions on the first part as rapid fire round. So students, are you ready? Let's go. The first question is, where did Ignatius live? Ignatius lived in Kachal. How many children could be saved with him? The answer will be 3. 3 children could be saved with him. The next question is, who was Sanjeev? Sanjeev was a policeman. How old was Meghna? Meghna was 13 years old. Where was Almas treated? Almas was treated in a hospital in Kamotar. Next, did Almas's parents survive? No, unfortunately, they did not survive. Next, where did Almas study? Almas studied in Carmel Convent in Port Blair. The last question, out of 4 people who could not survive, Ignatius, Sanjeev, Meghna or Almas? Yes, the answer is Sanjeev. Out of 4 people, Sanjeev could not survive. Okay children, here I am ending the recapitulation part. Now we began reading part 2 of this chapter. Let's know about Tilly Smith. Children, we are starting with part 2 in page number 27. Tilly Smith, a British schoolgirl, was able to save many lives when the tsunami struck Phuket beach in Thailand. Though she has won a number of awards, her parents have not allowed their daughter to be interviewed on the television and made into a heroine. Why do you think they took that decision? Well, children, why do you think that they must have taken such a decision? Maybe because they did not want their daughter to fly high or to have a kind of celebrity feeling amidst such a disaster. I think so. What do you think? Let's give a thought to it. This will be your homework. So, let's start reading now. Now, here is a story from Thailand. The Smith family from Southeast England were celebrating Christmas at a beach resort in southern Thailand. Underline the word resort. It means a place where people go on holiday. Tilly Smith was a 10-year-old schoolgirl. Her sister was 7 years old. Their parents were Penny and Colin Smith. It was 26 December 2004. Deadly tsunami waves were already on their way. They had been triggered by a massive earthquake off northern Sumatra earlier that morning. Now underline the word triggered. It means a sudden, violent reaction. Here, an undersea earthquake caused the tsunami. Children, have you remember? I have shown a video in part 1 where we had seen an earthquake under the sea surface and which caused a violent reaction in the water. So, that particular procedure or action is termed as triggered. The water was swelling and kept coming in. Penny Smith remembered. The beach was getting smaller and smaller. I didn't know what was happening. But Tilly Smith sensed that something was wrong. Her mind kept going back to a geography lesson she had taken in England just 2 weeks before. She flew out to Thailand with her family. Tilly saw the sea slowly rise and start to foam, bubble, and form whirlpools. Underline the word whirlpool. Whirlpool meaning a swirling body of water. When there is massive movement in the water will start moving in a circular manner. It will be like swirling movement. She remembered that she had seen these in class in a video of a tsunami that had hit the Hawaiian island in 1946. Her geography teacher had shown her class the video and told them that tsunamis can be caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, and landslides. Tilly started to scream at her family to get off the beach. She talked about an earthquake under the sea. She got more and more hysterical, said her mother, Penny. I didn't know what a tsunami was, but seeing my daughter so frightened, I thought something serious must be going on. Tilly's parents took her and her sister away from the beach to the swimming pool at the hotel. A number of other tourists also left the beach with them. Then it was as if the entire sea had come out after them. I was screaming, "Run!" The family took refuge in the third floor of the hotel. The building withstood the surge of 3 tsunami waves. Underline the word withstood. It means endured without collapsing or tolerated. Underline the word surge. It means force. If they had stayed on the beach, they would not have been alive. The Smiths later met other tourists who had lost entire families. Thanks to Tilly and her geography lesson, they had been forewarned. Tilly went back to her school in England and told her classmates her terrifying tale. Underline the word terrifying. It means scary. So children, this part of the story deals with a 10-year-old girl named Tilly Smith who had come to a beach resort in Thailand with her family to celebrate Christmas. But before they can enjoy it, she had learned a great deal about tsunamis from her geography teacher. On that particular day, unfortunately, there was a sign that she could recognize that a tsunami is coming. The moment the water receded, she understood that a disaster is going to strike. She started shouting hysterically, but luckily her parents understood her. They did not understand what was going to be happened. All they could understand is something bad is supposed to happen, and she is signaling out something. So all of them take refuge in a nearby hotel on third floor. And luckily, that building withstood the lashes of tsunami waves. So, this is the bravery of Tilly Smith, who, along with her family, saved lives of many other people. Tilly was rewarded for her bravery. But I believe we all agree that this bravery award should actually go to the geography teacher of her school, because it is the geography teacher who educated her on this matter. As we have finished with the second part, let's have a look at the comprehension check. Why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? Tilly's family came to Thailand to celebrate Christmas. What were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? Tilly's mother saw that the water was swelling and the beach was getting smaller and smaller. And Tilly saw that the sea was slowly rising, bubbling and forming a whirlpool. Do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? Tilly's mother could not understand what was happening and only realized that it was serious when Tilly got frightened and mentioned what a tsunami was. Next, where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion? Tilly had seen the sea behaving in the same strange fashion in a video of tsunami which was shown in her class by her geography teacher. Where did the Smith family and the others on the beach go to escape from the tsunami? The Smith family and others on the beach took refuge on the third floor of a hotel. How do you think her geography teacher felt when he heard about what Tilly had done in Phuket? Her geography teacher felt very happy because her student and geography lesson saved many people from tsunami waves.